I'm inviting you to be aware that accepting help, the real help you need to heal, means you dissolve the presence of traumas. Once you've dissolved a trauma, it doesn't live in your body anymore. First, gravity. Ignore everything else. Feel gravity. Feel the presence of the earth pulling you down. Then tune into your body and begin to watch your breath. Don't change. It is so beautiful how immediately you will find that your attention changes your breathing. And now bring your focus to your heart center. So the bottom of the sacrum, this bone that unites the long ribs, and you're feeling and breathing, and you're asking yourself, how can I breathe in a way that enhances the feeling here? Giving your breath permission to dissolve dissonance, feeling it sweep through this area, gathering stagnation, and giving it back to the trees, imagining your stagnation helping the trees vibrantly grow. I am grateful for the gift of this breath and this body, for it enables me to be present here and to navigate the feelings that I create, the awareness that I generate. I am grateful to the earth for giving me this home, this blessing. May I treat it well with reverence and deep gratitude. Crown, shifting the magic of your attention. May you breathe in a way that ignites your crown chakra, dissolving resistances and preconceptions, dissolving that which pulls and judges you. And I tune myself with those. Throat, lifting, opening, breathing in a way that ignites the power of your throat chakra. Dissolving tensions in your neck from the inside out. Liberating your truth to move through you, committing to trusting the truth that is ready to move through you, and sharing it with the world. Sacral, circle, breathe in waves up your spine, and breathe to heal, to cleanse, and to tune in with the intimacy and the sharing that is healthiest for you. Commit to being present with the healthiest intimacy that your spirit shows you. Not always what feels best at first, but the deep health of what you really need. Nose tip. Now you don't need to move to breathe right away. Then you see you're breathing. Then just don't wait. When you breathe in, breathe out. When you're done breathing out, breathe in. But you can drag either part of the breath out. You can make it shallow. Your focus is on the tip of your nose. And it's like you're seeking what's right for me. What's good? What's healthy? What is healthy for you today? When you can breathe and feel your nose tip and think about it, follow that. Solar plexus. Lift and lower your stomach. So you're sucking it in, letting it go. Suck it in, let it go. Just do this to help you feel inside. Now bring your breath in. Inhale when it's up. A little awkward, really powerful. Exhale, let it go. Now reverse it. Exhale, lift your stomach. Inhale, let it go. Lift, exhale, let it go. That should ignite a little fire in your solar plexus. Now chill out. Just focus. What's a prayer you've been maintaining that you just don't need? Imagine it just burning up for this moment. Now breathe into your solar plexus. What are you going to replace it with? What's something you trust? You trust that it's good for you. A big, healthy step you'd like to see within 2 years. Breathe. Breathe right there. Now respect this work. Respect it. Let go. Move up to your diamond eye. Just chill out. Breathe at the top of your head, but not much effort. Breathe like this. Take a breath, a little one. Then take another deeper right away. So no exhale. So pause. Exhale. So you're stuttering your inhale a little bit. This pause helps reorient your spirit. Just do this several times. Lungs. Fill your lungs. Hold it full. Long exhale like you're blowing little bubbles. When you hold it full, you're trying to feel and focus on the collarbone, the lung chakra's access point. Now, you're feeling the burdens on your shoulders. And you're imagining them melting down your back. And you're saying to Spirit, I trust you to help me make these choices. May I dissolve with the breath the burdens that are not healthy for me. The better you get at it, the less you have to worry about it. You do it just like pruning a little tree, pulling off a sick leaf, letting it go. Now, what's under that? What do you really need to be spending more time doing? Commit to it now. Root. I increasingly invite you to be a little scared of this chakra. It's not about striving to bring it to life. It's about the reverence and the humility to realize how powerful it is. You breathe with your root. Just breathe and fill your belly. Sort of stick it out. Full breath. Now, as you exhale, tuck your tailbone under. So you're drawing your belly back in, feeling those hips. Do this several times. Feel the rhythm drawn by the breath. So your breath tells you when to move, not your body. You're not aligning your breath to your body. You're aligning your body to your breath. And then stay and breathe with the root. May all those who are not healthy rise. Naturally find your distance. By those who know how to be closer in this fire, come closer. May health be guided by love. May trust surround these changes. As we shift up to the chin, lift your chin. Open your mouth. Let yourself breathe through fear. Drink in life. Respect the power of this chakra to draw life up. Trust that the help and the guidance you need to come to life are here. Navel, there's a fire in your belly and it wants to come alive. And it needs your sacred presence in order to now thrive. Fuel the fire with your breathing. And as you truly do, confront the sacred shadows and see through them into you. Just move it up to your third eye. Let the third eye channel that energy right through. You're dissolving all the bullshit. You're melting the cobwebs. You're revealing truth. You're opening your third eye. And you're letting it stay open and shifting down to your heart. Breathe with reverence here. Come home here. Let go of your hold on the other chakras. They'll stay lit or they won't. Light your heart. Do what you need to bring it to life. And ask yourself, did any chakras stand out? Did anything really resonate in a way that grabbed your attention? Feel intense? Show you something clear, memorable? Work with this chakra all week. Tune into it, ask it questions. Remember this as a priority. Do yoga poses for it as your break, and report in the sanctuary on what you're learning. This week, I'd like to begin with a little bit of insight that applies to several of you. So you don't have to ask for attention if this is enough. And I sense some hesitation to ask to begin with. If you've been through an intimate trauma, there's a temptation to attempt to invoke, to create an intimacy now that's stronger than that. It's natural, can be healthy, but it can also be quite dysfunctional. I'm inviting you to be aware that accepting help, the real help you need to heal, means you dissolve the presence of traumas. Once you've dissolved a trauma, it doesn't live in your body anymore. This is huge. That means you stop attracting life in relationship to trauma. This means you no longer feel the urge to drown out your trauma with something louder. Relieves the impulse to addiction, relieves the impulse to invoke some kind of intimacy that maybe it's consensual, but it's not what you really want. It just helps you avoid the pain that's underneath. And that being said, we're inviting you to a lightning session. You're in presence, in service to yourself and to us. We're processing these energies together, and you may be holding something for someone else or with someone else. When you agree to be witnessed, you're agreeing to commit to healing what the light exposes in you. I do my best to remain in service. I surrender a lot as I talk. I'm deeply in touch with the guidance. I receive verbal guidance internally while I'm talking to you. I check in. Is this right? I trust it. And I'm grateful to those of you who trust as well. Grace, welcome. What brings you here? Where are you? And do you want to start with a question, or would you like to let me know what I see?
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't really know how these sessions go. I probably would have benefited from maybe going second to see how this goes. What are you looking for from me in order to?
Not necessarily anything.
Okay.
We're going to trust exactly how this is working, all right? The
Okay.
goal is to help you as much as we can in the ways you're ready for.
Okay.
We can
So
start with a question that you already know you have, or I can tell you what I see energetically right from the beginning.
yeah, can we? What would you do that, please?
Yes. You are suffering way too much with your thoughts. You're wrestling with negative thoughts in a way it's really quite exhausting. You're very strong in a way I appreciate. I like the morals you're guided by. You're just, this is an unacceptable level of burden, and you have not yet reached the point where you're just slamming your foot down and saying, I can't accept it like this yet.
I'm very close right now, and that's why I'm here.
Let's do it now, man. Let's do it now, because this is too much. I can look at you and tell you are suffering too much.
Yep.
You've got more to give the world, and you can't give the world what you are while you're wrestling in your mind so much.
I know.
What's your out? What do you do when you're overwhelmed?
It's evolved. Used to be drugs, alcohol, sex. Um, but you said something a minute ago about intimacy and seeking that outwardly to to fill that feeling, that desire of a. I've lived all that. I know that doesn't work. I I'm looking for something deeper. I know that it's within me, and I know that I need to take responsibility for me. And I'm at a point in my life where I feel that that's very overwhelming. I feel very overwhelmed trying to balance living in the world and trying to not be of the world. The responsibilities of being a human and surviving and making money and balancing all of it is very overwhelming to me. And then to take responsibility truly for all of who I am, um when I'm stuck in my thoughts, when I'm beating
Yeah.
myself up, when I'm just looking for a respite from myself.
Bless your heart. You're not going to get it. You can't take a rest halfway across the river, man.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
You left the wrong patterns, but you're not safe yet.
No.
Okay? And I'd like to be with you in this moment. Now, on my screen, you are surrounded by us. You're in the middle, and we're all around you on my screen. I'd like to invite you to feel this. Please. You need to accept some support to have the courage to finish crossing this river. You can't rest here. You're not safe yet. All right?
All right.
Now you can do these.
I know.
First of all, good job. Really, good job. You've made some really big changes, man. I can see it. You've been guided by love. I can see it. You've prayed for people who hurt you regularly. I can see it. You got to keep going.
I know.
Now, there is an end to this. Okay? I really invite you to embrace this. You're crossing a river. It's a bit of a polluted river. It's not healthy. You can't rest. You got to get across. But you also can't rush because you got a little more distance. So I invite you to feel that, okay?
Okay.
Rhythmic, discipline. What's the healthiest new discipline you've started in the past 3 months?
I wouldn't say I've started any discipline in the last 3 months. Actually, the last 3 months, I feel I've fallen off of some disciplines that I had started, and then I got comfortable, and I got
Mm,
went back, and I still like old habits and patterns reemerging stronger than ever.
yeah.
To like, yeah, but I did yoga. I was doing yoga. I walk. I'm at the park where I walk all the time with my dog. You try to spend as much time outside as I can. I live in Buffalo. I'm not that far away from you. It's
Yeah,
freezing
bless your heart,
cold
man.
today. It's snowing. It was just snowing a couple minutes ago. So yeah, it's just been tough, man. It's a tough climate to live in. Not being able to take my shoes off and just walk around barefoot like I like to,
Dude, you
but
are so too hard on yourself.
I
Let's
know.
pause, all right? First of all, there's a lot to unpack here. We're not going to be able to do this all today.
Yeah,
I'm going to
no.
invite you. How long have you been watching?
Your channel
Yeah,
probably like 6 to 8 months. I found you
bless your heart, man.
6 to 8 months.
Keep showing up, okay? You need
Yeah,
you need support.
yeah, I
You need
know.
support. You just need to feel like you got people who believe in you or on your team.
Right on.
Look, we can make a big shift right now. Stop feeling so guilty about your substance use. Reframe it. You were trying to self-medicate from pain that's underneath. It's not a particularly effective way. It's not about guilt. It's just not a particularly effective way to cope with your struggles.
No,
Okay?
it is.
That's it. That's where you can engage this. Now, you've got pain underneath. You got pain underneath, man. You've got trauma going all the way back to your childhood. You're conscious of it, yes?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah. You've never gotten enough support.
Yeah, it's been a lonely road at times. I found some community and finding you guys and being able to hop in here and contribute to the collective here and be a part of this is definitely something I look forward to. I
Well,
almost missed it, but my calendar forgot to remind me. So I'm like, thank God you guys were still active.
bless your heart, man. Look, we're not going to go much farther today, but I want to tell you two more things. All right.
Sure.
Just get back on it. You use guilt way too much to try to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Just get back on it. I really invite you to realize, to remember, it feels great to go on a walk. It feels great to do yoga. This is why you do it. Not because it makes you a good person,
Right.
not because you're an
Right.
old, dark, horrified shadow that you need to run away from, because it feels good.
Yeah. Yes, it
I
does.
want you to do it every other day. Okay.
Okay, I can swing
But
that.
here's how it works. All right. I love doing this because it works again and again for people. You're not allowed to make yourself do it every day. You're not allowed. I take away your permission. Make yourself do it every other day for 20 minutes.
I hear you.
If you do it for more than 20 minutes, only because you want to.
I hear you.
If you do it on that in-between day, only because you really want to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Heard. Yeah.
This is where I want you to rest, okay? No guilt. No guilt to make this shit happen. Just every other day, do 20 minutes.
Heard.
Good. Next.
Thank you.
Next. Don't be so scared of yourself. Your shadows are not more horrified than I'm pointing at several other people, all right? Your shadows are, you fit right in, dude.
Appreciate that. I appreciate it, really. Happy to be here.
Can you breathe in your heart for me?
I can.
Okay. Now, when we part our focus on you, will you please breathe into your heart for you?
Yes.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Welcome, Tom. Where shall we
Hi.
begin?
Let's see. I've had a very tough last week. And it's kind of taken a turn. About 3 days ago, I had a Metatron come into my consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And really the only thing he said to me was that he gifts me my Merkaba. And then the next day I had a really strong pain in my back behind my solar plexus.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night I had a terrible night's sleep and it went up into my head and into the right side of my neck. And it's very, very physically painful. And I can't seem, I did yoga during your talk. I'm not really working out of it, but I'm sitting with it and staring at it. So I was just wondering if you could see anything there.
I do. I see several things, but let's start with you tuning into the left side of your neck.
I'm sorry, right side is
right side.
Right side's the one that hurts. Yeah.
Interesting. So I'm going to stick with that though.
Okay.
Try to tune into the left side and bring balance to it. And tell me if a couple breaths has any impact.
Well, it does as long as I don't move.
Tom, we're going to go into left field and come back.
Okay.
Was your father hard on you?
Not really. He was no, he was actually really a loving dad. I grew up with a lot of kids though, so a lot of brothers and sisters, so there wasn't a lot of individual attention.
There's a harshness. It's a fatherly energy being harsh I'm wondering even yourself, like there's something like gotta slap some sense into him. Like, where's this coming from? I don't agree with it. It's just present.
Okay.
Did you have any dreams last night?
Yeah, but they were kind of nonsensical, like digging in the sand and things like that.
Oh, there it is. Okay, we're back at the neck. I'm following this around, all right?
Okay.
Whoa. But on the left side. It's on the left side.
Huh.
There's a darkness on the left side. It's not just the shadowing. Focus in on that left side and breathe. And tell me if any thoughts come to mind.
For some reason, Metatron comes to mind.
Okay.
And a message I got about 2 years ago that was real harsh. Like, I'm sick of waiting for you to wake up.
Oh,
does that make any sense?
Goodness gracious. It does, and it is. That's the fatherly energy. And I'm surprised to tell you, he says it's slightly misinterpreted.
Okay.
There's more love in it than that. And yes, it's that loud.
Yeah. I see the love in it. I saw it when I got it. Which is why I'm trying to take the path that I'm taking.
So talk to him right now. What's he got to tell you?
He said I can't take on everybody else's burdens.
Yes.
Even though they're close to me. I've also had all kinds of mechanical failures around me this week, which is odd. Like the dryer went out and a couple cars went down.
Wow. That's not an accident.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see it as one either.
Here's what I see real quick, all in one.
Okay.
He thinks you're ready. He's giving you the Merkaba, which activates your entire energy flow much more. It wakes up everything that's stuck. He thinks you can move right through it. His level of harshness is what's needed to match and get your attention. But right on the other side of that, he's teasing you. And he says he's going to keep teasing you until you agree to what he's offering you. He wants better for you than you're willing to accept. And you're in some kind of self-punishment thing of like taking on burdens in a dreary way. And he's got a better way for you to do it.
Well, I've seen that to be truth in the last couple years, so I know that that's true. All right, I'll work with that.
There's a little bit more, but I think you can get it. Focus on your throat now. And if you feel the balance, like center the energy. And when you center the energy, do any thoughts come into awareness?
Real specific. Somebody I've been working with, he said, just tell it like it is.
Yep. Pierces.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been too inclined to soften it, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Because that person was very fragile.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I find when we present someone with a strong front, that shows them strength and they can match that strength. Okay. You accept medicine this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bless you, Tom.
All right. Thank you.
I'm around if I could be of further support.
All right. Awesome.
Much love, man. Kenya.
Hello.
Now I'd like you to breathe and feel your heart. And don't say anything that pulls your attention away from feeling your heart. What do you really want to tell us?
The reason I raised my hand was to see if you could see anything on my chakras that raises an eyebrow or something that you can communicate with me that I can work with, like something I could focus on that is important for me to move to the next level possibly.
So there's an incredible difference between your heart and your lungs. Shockingly different. You've got a lot of healthy rainbow energy in your heart. It's got some clouds in it. Like, you've got some work to do, but it's not your primary challenge. I think you've been interpreting your heart more as a primary challenge, like the burdens, the griefs.
Yeah.
It's there. You got to do some work there, but it's not. I would say first and foremost, really and truly, you just have this massive urge to put burdens on your back as soon as you get more energy. This is similar to how I saw it before earlier. But with you, it's just like, it's almost like compulsive, right? As soon as you get another drop of strength, you're like, okay, now I can handle more for them.
That is so true. Yeah. And actually today, right now, like there's a pain right between like my shoulder blade and my spine up towards my neck, like in that little area.
Okay, so it's in the back, yes?
In my back though, yeah.
Okay, so can you focus on that right now?
Sure.
I want you to focus on it. Keep your focus on it and see if you can speak any words while you focus on it.
I'll do my best. Could this have anything to do with needing a more creative outlet, being more creative in any way?
Oh, good God, so much.
Because I'm like, I feel like I'm not doing, those things are on my mind and I don't always do them because I just don't fit it in. But
Okay.
I do to do it. I just, sometimes it's inconvenient, I guess, at the moment. But I'm always like, something to do with geometry and painting. Like I think about it all the time.
You think about it all the
I've never been
time.
artistic, really. Yeah, I do it. But I don't know what to do. I've been messing around here and there, but I haven't in a few weeks now. And
Do you have a timer?
with it though?
Do you have a timer?
Yeah.
Seriously, can you give yourself little timed chunks? What you need more than anything is discipline, not haphazardness. You've got a real like idea of like the free-flowing artist who like just invokes things and oh, you don't have time for that anymore, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Look. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to do this to you.
Do it.
Shania Twain.
No, don't do that. I'm sorry. Where are you going with this?
She gave an incredible interview in which she talked about the difference between thinking of herself as a young person. I can't even tell you a song she sang, all right? But I remember the interview. Thinking of herself as a young free-flowing artist and then learning to be disciplined. And the discipline is to be like whatever your discipline is. The discipline could be 10 minutes a day. But if you get yourself a little notebook and you carry it with you and you give yourself a timer with 10 minutes of commitment to it. Now, look, I can see right away, you don't think this is a big deal. This is way too practical. Your attention goes to facing your deepest fears and the deepest baggage and stewing and brewing and bucking around in the mud pit.
I've also been feeling I need to journal more because I started a journal on the computer and stuff and I haven't done that.
No, carry a journal and draw in it too. Can you do that?
You said carry a journal and what else?
Carry a journal and draw in it also.
Yeah, okay. Because I have a tablet that has the dots, like the graph dots and stuff.
Oh,
like why do I have
it's
that?
so
And I'm
loud.
like, obviously, that's meant for me to have it.
It's so loud. Your commitment is to bring it around and give yourself 10 minutes. And you tell the people around you, I've got 5 more minutes. I got to do this.
Okay.
You need a timer, okay? The reason I don't say this a lot, I don't think I've said this in ages. You need a timer because you're not going to give yourself the time otherwise.
Yeah, I agree. I'm working this out in my head already. I see the importance of that. Yeah.
This is now feel that space between your shoulder blades now.
Actually, before I even start to go into that, it's actually feels like cut in half. Like it's prominent now.
Now look, sometimes, Kenya, this interchange that we're having is the most important thing you have to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to go right at the deepest, darkest shadow work.
Right.
God almighty.
I agree. I've noticed that. Yeah.
This is what I think you lack. Okay. So can you do it for this week? And I want you to do it for this month, but do it for this week and then report in. Okay.
No doubt. We'll do.
Thank you, Kenya.
Yeah.